Yes, guys, and a welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102, barely legal, point 2, part 1. It's official. We've got it up and going. We have got 30 players that have took part, which is a significant increase in part 1, which of course we had 16. So first things first, a big thank you to all you guys. If anyone's now thinking, shit, I wanted to do that, too late. There was someone on YouTube says, Mike, count me in. I responded twice saying deadline, too fucking late. Okay, so part 1. This is season 1 of the ODB, the first of 20. Now, before we go to our players and see how they've looked like, I've started as Bristol City because I'm not bothered about it because they'll just sack me anyway if I do shit. But first things first, let me show you the selected leagues open on this. And it is, there you see, the only ones I've not selected, Finland. I didn't feel Finland was needed because we've got a bit of Scandinavia already. Northern Ireland, I didn't bother. Norway, Poland, South Korea. Everything else is selected. So the reason being is I wanted Denmark because we've got a Danish participant, we've got a Turkish participant, and so on and so on. You know the Welsh as well. So the very best of luck to every player. Here we go then, and I've done it differently this time because I didn't want to do it where I have to select a team, don't I? So I've just selected Bristol City. I didn't want to load a shortlist, so because I didn't want Bristol City to be interested in those players. So we've done it differently. Ready? Okay, let's start with our goalkeepers then. Our 3 goalkeepers: John Chambers, Gilmore, and Pep Page. Let's see how they've started out. Majority of our players are going to be wanted, but I've noticed you get the odd 1 or 2 that are not wanted, at least at this stage anyway. John Chambers, let's have a look at how he starts. Looks decent, don't he? Looks alright. I think I'll be pleased with that. 1-on-1s is a bit shit. I've not even looked at these. It's taken me a while to get it all sorted. I've ensured, just double check, everybody has their 200 PA. There was actually one error that it didn't come with a 200 PA, and it's taken me a bit of time, but I've managed to rectify that. In terms of CA, now I did state not everybody starts with the same CA. That could be determined on numerous things. And I've noticed also that everybody's CA that it started with is a multiple of 12. Now obviously I've put 120. What was it? No, yes. It's a multiple of 12. So they're either, and the lowest is 72. There's a bunch of players 72, bunch of players 84, some 96, some 108, and some players have started as a CA of 120. I'm not going to tell you who they are. You can work that out from the attributes. So there's John Chambers then, our goalkeeper, and he is wanted by... Wow, Man United and Liverpool. Now remind you that this is ODB, so if Man United are interested in you, or Roma, you've got to be happy. But do you want that move over there? I had a conversation with Adnan and he said I would because it'd be better facilities to develop. Could be right, but will you get game time? Who knows? Rangers, that is one fucking hell of a set of teams interested in John Chambers. Wow. Over to Gilmore now. Gilmore. Wow, he looks fucking good. He's loaded up well. He's loaded up really well. Sorry, guys. Something I should have pointed out. I can't remember if I said this on stream. Every player has an injury prone of 5. Amongst a lot of the testing, I can't remember if I said that, but everyone's got injury prone 5 to make it fair. Now, he's loaded up really well indeed, hasn't he? Look at that. He looks fucking great. So, well, there we go. We've got Brazil and Argentina open. Now, Gilmore, where do you want to go to? Villarreal, I would like to see you in Europe, personally. I want to see you playing for the elite Champions League. But who knows? And finally, Pep Page. Oh, dear. Pep's not started out well, has he? Sorry, I have to look at this. Corners 10. Because, of course, he landed corners, didn't he? He hasn't started too well, has he, poor Pep? But it's a long way to go. Inter Milan are looking at him. Lille, Marseille, looks like he's going to go to France. Roma are there for Pep. Roma, well. So that's the goalkeepers. Over to defenders. Let's start with Baz Chambers. Baz, pretty fucking decent. Tackling, stamina. Do you know what? Those 3 attributes that he chose, I'm sure it was tackling, stamina and crossing. Look how they've loaded up. Fucking, he's loaded it well, isn't he? He's loaded it really good. I think we said we'd call him Gary Neville. Arsenal are looking at him. AC Milan are looking at him. PAO Sheffield. How'd you go? AC Milan, Arsenal, and Sheffield Wednesday. How does that work? Did I put? I can't. No, I didn't. No. Sorry. I couldn't remember if we had Czech Republic. Of course we haven't. Okay, so that's Baz over the big Philip Dirala. Wow, the anticipation. Now, a last minute thing I did on this was I uncapped 20s. I thought I'd do it because our players could turn into world beaters. And there we go. Philip Dirala. He's calling himself the modern Cafu. Well, anticipation 21. I don't even know if he chose. He must have chose it. But, wow. Fucking wow. He looks decent, don't he? And he's wanted by, notably, Oceania, really, in terms of European. We'll see. And finally, in defence, Dizzy, is it Ugo Sky? Is it Ugo? Whatever. Hasn't loaded up too well. I don't know, actually. Now, I was a bit surprised at Dizzy. Because he chose long shots. If you remember, I said that there was Dizzy, I needed a third attribute. He wanted set pieces, and he couldn't have set pieces because I said that was going to be part of the wheel. So he chose long shots, which did surprise me, if I'm really honest. But, who knows? And ironically, how about that? Set pieces has landed at 20 anyway, because I think he got corners, and I don't know what the other attribute he got, as well as corners. I'm guessing it was big matches or consistency. I could bring it up, but fuck bringing it up. So I think he'll be pleased, won't he? He'll be pleased, Dizzy. Over two midfielders now. Then let's start with Travis Aspria, the right winger. Look at that pace and passing and flair. Looks decent, don't he? He looks good. Corners are there, consistency, adaptability was one of the traits, of course, along with determination and loyalty, amongst those others, professionalism, blah, 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 and they're all 15. So, because Baz asked me if he could have determination, I said no, because it would be 15. Okay, looking good. Let's see who he's wanted by. Nothing worth screaming about, but you never know. You do never know. Okay, on to the next one. Wayne Chester, the central midfielder. Ooh, he's had a bit of a tough opening, hasn't he? Not too bad, but passing's a bit of a worry. Let's see who he's wanted by, though. Genoa, Millwall, West Bromwich Albion. See, for me, if you can get a team like Millwall, West Brom, and they can really develop you, and you can get that bigger move, who knows? Shameless Coleman, the right winger, looks all right. He's loaded up well, hasn't he? He's loaded up really well. Fuck me. Look at that, he's got some fucking beauties. See, and he's got some beauties, and yet you don't see any of the big names there, do you? Rotherham, Notts County, what the fuck? So, Mr. Coleman, let's see. Over to Adnan Kusic, the attacking midfielder, the dribbling 21. Wow, I love seeing it. I fucking love it. Just remember, guys, you're all only 16 years of age. Now, I will say this, right? A little spoiler alert here. Adnan is one of the 72s. Now, I had to work on Adnan because he was the one player who didn't come up as a 200 PA for whatever reason. It was random every so often, and Adnan was one of them. On this, it kept being one or two players, but I was able to alter that. Dribbling 21, gotta be happy. He's wanted only by a few German teams, but we shall see. Over to Stuart Danton, the reigning champion. Looks pretty decent, don't he? The pace, the passing, the decisions, teamwork. Look at the over here, the mental attributes, the corners, consistency, big matches, adaptability. We know that they're all going to be 50s. He looks good. Wanted by Birmingham, Bolton, Bordeaux, DC United, Everton. Don't go to Everton, mate. So, there's more. Piacenza, Union Berlin, good luck Mr. Danton, Mega Dante, the DMC of Italy, looks good. Another one, they're all going to look pretty good, aren't they? And Mr. Dante is wanted by West Bromwich Albion again, Sparta, Strasbourg. There's a few, isn't there? There's a few, Mr. Dante. Let's see where you're going to get. Over to Fodster, the Australian AMC now. I was a bit conscious because every so often I did a test, he was never wanted by anybody. However, I finally did the official test of all the leagues selected, and he is wanted by Perth Glory. I didn't know who it was, but he is wanted, and he looks really good as well. He looks really good. And as, who's it said it now, Mr. Dante, he said, the thing is about these people that are Australian who might not get the work permit in England, you know, they could potentially break into Australia really early and get the caps to get work permits anyway. So, the very best of luck. Gary Johnston, our very own Don Hutchinson, he's loaded it pretty decent. Or the passing's going to be a worry for him. He's got the dribbling, of course, off the ball pace, flair, set pieces. Set pieces is loaded up quite random. Looks decent, Mr. Johnston. Wanted by Man City. It would have been lovely to have seen Celtic there. It really would. If Gary Johnson ends up at Celtic and Conor Marchbank ends up at Rangers, it'll be sweet because they're both anti of those teams because they're the other Glasgow side. But Gary will be pleased, I think. Relatively pleased. Over to Chris Meads. Ooh, yeah, you had it. Well, I don't know, actually. Your passing's 13. I think that's crucial. Dribbling, you need to get... I mean, you are only 16. You're only 16, Chris. You can... Plenty of time. Bolton, Charlton, Piacenza, PAO. It'd be interesting to see if any team signs two of our guys. It will be very, very interesting to see. Okay. Over to Mike Page. I got it wrong, actually. I put him down as a left winger, but he actually said right winger. It was my mistake. Now, I know Mike Page would love a move to Liverpool. I know he's a big... And he started out really well, hasn't he? He's got some 15s all over the place here. Pace 20. Set pieces is there. Technique. And he's wanted by Leeds, Napoli, Parma, Rangers, Besiktas. He's got a few good... Arsenal. Mr. Arsenal there. That'll be interesting for you, Mike. Jesper, of course, our Danish wonder kid. Looks good, don't he? Looks all right. Let's see who's wanted by. No one really jumping out the page, but we will see Mr. Jesper. Redknapp, the midfield maestro. Aaron Ramsey, we'll call him. He's not too bad. You know, he's not too bad at all. The marking, he won't give a shit about the marking. Let's see who he's wanted by. Port Vale, Gillingham, Reading, Santa Clara, Skonto. Well... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how he flares up. Scotland, Serenity from YouTube. Well, the attributes are there to be the perfect winger. Let's just see if he can develop. I mean, I'm looking at 8s over here. If they can build up to 9, 10s, he could, you know, he could develop really well. Roma are there. You cannot grumble. I'm just going to call you Scotland. You cannot grumble. Roma and Fiorentina or Fulham. There's more, I think. Turkey and France. Okay. Mr. Lee Sharples. Lee Sharples is our DMC. Penalties, we put him as 20 on penalties, of course. He's not too bad. He's not too bad, Mr. Sharples. Wanted by Inter. Man City, PSV, Roma are there as well. Sunderland. Well, we will see. Now, Trunky for Trunky Son. A quick reminder, guys. I did a small video yesterday with some backing music for about 4 players to do the wheel spinning. Trunky was one of them. Trunky, he opted to be an Icelandic DML, which was a bit of a bizarre position, but you know what? Who knows? He partook, of course, in the first phase, so the very best of luck, and he is not wanted by anybody. Ooh, but a long way to go. Sun Wukong. Let's see, the Chinese AMC looks alright, don't he? Looks alright. Is he wanted? I missed that. Yeah, he's wanted by a few teams. Now, China is not on the ODB, right? I did think about that. China are not on the ODB, but Japan are. So, Mr. Trevor Choi, it's all about playable leagues. So don't be going to a fucking unplayable league. I will not be happy. Finally, our strikers now then. Mr. Flying Dutchman. Oh dear, his finishing started a bit shit, isn't it? He's got a couple of good red colours there. The dribbling, pace and jumping have started really well. The big matches, even though we knew it was 20, it's always good to start with 20. Let's see, he's wanted by Cambuur. They're Dutch, aren't they? Okay, I think you might take that, Mr. Dutchman. Ali Gohanger. Goalhanger, I didn't realise it was being pronounced as Goalhanger. I didn't even think until Almo told me. But Ali Goalhanger, the Irish, he changed his national... It was you that changed it to Irish, weren't it? Yeah. And he looks alright. Wanted by Chicago, Columbus. Well, you are destined to go to America. Sheffield United, PAOK, Los Angeles, Lorente. Well, this will be interesting for you Goalhanger. Let's see where you end up. Conor Marchbank. Looks alright, looks decent, looks like a real Duncan Ferguson. Wanted by Bromby, Boa Vista, Cagliari, DC United, Rosberg. There's a few. 80k, be interesting. I think I've got Greece open. Yeah, I have. Over to Neilio Moglio. Neil. Well, Neil, you'll be pleased with that. You have started out well. You look like you've loaded up quite well. I'd be pleased with that, Neil. And you are wanted by Genk, 80k, Austria, Bromby, Celtic. Dynamo Moscow, Mönchengladbach. Yeah, I think you'll be really pleased there. You really will be really pleased. Over to Spectral. I'm just going to call you Spectral. Finishing 21. Wow. Pace 19. He could be deadly. Hakan Suka wannabe. He could be deadly. Wanted by Bologna. Nancy. William. Well, I just want you all to get moves. I really do. Over to AJ. AJ, look at that, finishing 21 as well. Pace 20, long shot 20. He looks even more fucking brutal. He looks absolutely insane. Wanted by Dortmund, Juventus, Mönchengladbach, Club Brugge, Boa Vista, Monaco, PAO, Villarreal. AJ looks the bollocks. He looks the absolute bollocks. He looks really, really good. Mark Whittaker. Well, I'm going to call you, Mark, Ivan Toney. Nah, I'm going to give you Alan Shearer. Alan Shearer, English striker. You look alright, Mark. Look alright. Let's see who's interested in you. Mark asked if we could put as QPR as a disliked club. I did say no because I didn't want to be tampering with that shit. So it'd be interesting to see if he ends up at QPR. Mark is a big Brentford fan. Let's see if you can get your move to Brentford. Tampa Bay, Wigan, Preston. Who knows? Who knows? And finally, Terry Yorath. Yeah, he started well, isn't he? Looks good, Terry. Welsh striker. Mark Hughes will call you. Wanted by PAOK there again. Okay. So that is it, guys. That is everybody set up, and I've done it like this, yeah. So we've got them all separated, and then I've got it like this, so we can have a look overall. We'll have a look at statistics. We'll have a look who's got the best contract. You know, it's going to be very, very. I really want Trunky to get a move. 29 of our 30 players are all wanted, except Trunky. I'm almost feeling a little bit sorry for him. I really am. But there's a long, long way to go, guys. Are you pleased with how your man's loaded up? Let me know, guys. Let me know in the comments. Or let me know wherever I'm posting it, because I'll probably post it in multiple platforms. And, you know, as I said, this is part 1. Part 2 will be Season 2, the start of Season 2. That'll be part 2. And I'm not going to do it until July on the date, for the simple reason... a lot of European windows open in July, so we can see, you know, we can have a good look at how people have done last season and that sort of stuff. I'm not going to give you no sort of like latest updates halfway through who gets where. It'll be interesting to see who's going to be a journeyman, who's going to get lots of clubs, who's going to retire first, who's going to get unlucky with injuries. As I said, you know, everyone's injury prone. I input it as 5. And I think that was really, really important. And it's all about major awards. Now, when I say major awards, if Redders, let's say, right, moves to Reading, and he wins the Reading Player of the Year for Reading, I don't count it as a major award because that's not something he's up against fellow players. Do you know what I mean? It's still good for him as a reputation. Definitely good for him, and that could earn him a better move. And I pointed that out in Barely Legal point 1. So, I mean, who looks the best? Who looks the bollocks? Out of all the players that we've gone through, I think, for me, my standout people are Gilmar. Is it Gilmar? We'll call him Gilmar. I think he's my standout goalkeeper by a country mile. Defenders, I think Baz has started out really well in defence. Let's just... I might actually break this down a little bit and put the attack midfielders one side and defence midfielders the other. And I think really the other person that really stands out for me is AJ. AJ looks absolutely fucking phenomenal. The question is, right, as I said earlier on, do you want to move to a big club and develop, or do you want it to a mediocre club? Let me know, guys, let me know. And until next time from me, guys, is take it easy.